In our last lesson, I taught you how to practice your English fluency each and every day. In this lesson, I'm going to literally show you how from real English conversations, that's right, real life English conversations, you can learn so much about English fluency, English expressions, English vocabulary, and so much more. Are you ready? Well then, I'm teacher Tiffany. Let's jump right in. So we have 3 different conversations we're going to dive deeper into. And the first one is all about making plans for the weekend. Here's the first part of the conversation. Yo, what's the game plan for the weekend? Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm going to explain all of these new expressions to you. So let's go through the conversation. Here we go. Yo, what's the game plan for the weekend? I've been on the fence, maybe thinking about catching a movie or something. What about you? I was kind of hoping to take advantage of the weather and hit up a hiking trail if it's nice out. You down? Oh, for sure. I haven't hit the rails or the trails in forever. Count me in. Sweet. Let's meet up at the park entrance 9 a.m. Saturday. Cool? Perfect. I'll bring some snacks and water. Good deal. It's a plan. See you there. Now, let me be very honest with you. This conversation is a conversation that would actually happen between native English speakers in America. But there were so many new expressions, so many new words and slang terms that you probably have never heard before. This is why this lesson is so important. So I want us to dive into the very first part of the conversation. Again, the topic, making plans for the weekend. The first thing we heard was game plan. Person 1 said, yo, what's the game plan for the weekend? So what does game plan mean? It's just referring to a strategy or plan of action. A strategy or plan of action. So I could say, hey, what's the plan? What are we doing this weekend? Instead, a natural way of saying it, again, slang term a bit, hey, what's the game plan? What's the strategy? What are we doing this weekend? I want to show you 3 example sentences. Here we go. Our game plan for the project is to divide the tasks among the team members. As you're seeing, you can also use this term in a business environment. Second example sentence. The coach discussed the game plan with the players before the match. And finally, what's your game plan for improving your English skills? You see the connection, right? What's your game plan? What's your strategy for improving your English skills? Now, the next part, the next thing that was said was on the fence. Here we go. I've been on the fence. I've been on the fence. What does on the fence actually mean? On the fence means undecided or unsure about something. I'm kind of going between 2 options. I'm not really sure. On the fence, undecided or unsure. Here's the first example sentence. She's on the fence about whether to accept the job offer or not. She's a bit undecided. She's on the fence. What about sentence number 2? I'm on the fence about going to the party tonight. Not really sure. And sentence number 3. He's been on the fence about which college to attend. So you see now how we use this expression in English, on the fence. But what about the next one? The next one was also very key and very important. Again, I've been on the fence, which you know now, maybe thinking about catching a movie or something. What about you? Catching a movie. What does this mean? Catching a movie just means going to watch a movie at a theater. I'm going to catch a movie. Remember, we're using English conversations to help you start sounding more natural, more like a native English speaker, and to improve your English fluency. Catch a movie. Here's the first sentence. We're thinking of catching a movie tonight. Want to join? Next, I love catching a movie on the weekends. And finally, after dinner, we decided to catch a movie. We decided to go watch a movie. Moving forward now, you can say, I'm just gonna catch a movie this weekend. And a native English speaker will look at you, oh, okay, your English is good. You got it? All right, let's keep going now. Again, breaking down this conversation to understand the words and expressions. Here's the next one. Was kind of hoping to take advantage of the weather. Again, was kind of hoping to take advantage of the weather. What does take advantage of mean? This just means to make good use of an opportunity. Again, to make good use of an opportunity. I want to take advantage of the weather. The weather, woo, absolutely amazing this weekend. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the wind, the breeze is blowing. I want to take advantage of the weather. Here's the first example sentence. You should take advantage of the free gym membership. Sentence number 2. I took advantage of the sale and bought a new phone. And sentence number 3. Let's take advantage of the good weather and go for a picnic. You got it? Excellent. All right. Take advantage of. Right after take advantage of, this is the next expression that was used. And hit up a hiking trail if it's nice out. You down? Again. And hit up a hiking trail if it's nice out. You down? So what does hit up? Hit up a hiking trail. What does that mean? Hit up just means to visit or go to a place. Yeah, I'm gonna hit up McDonald's after this. Yeah, I'm gonna hit up the trail after this. Yeah, I'm going to visit or go to that place. You got it? Excellent. All right, here's the first example sentence. Let's hit up that new restaurant downtown. Sentence number 2. We hit up the mall to do some shopping. And sentence number 3. They hit up the beach every summer. Sidebar. I'm planning to hit up the beach very soon too. You got it? Excellent. All right, here we go. So we know hit up. What about hit the trails? Here's the next part of the conversation. Oh, for sure. I haven't hit the trails in forever. Count me in. One more time. Oh, for sure. I haven't hit the trails in forever. Count me in. What does hit the trails mean? It literally just means to go hiking or walking on trails. Again, to go hiking or walking on trails. One of my good friends, she just said, hey, Tiff, I have a pass to all the national parks. Let's hit up some trails. Let's hit the trails soon. Let's go hiking or walk on trails. You got it? Excellent. All right. Here's the first example sentence. We love to hit the trails every Saturday morning. Next, she's planning to hit the trails in the national park. And finally, after work, he likes to hit the trails to relax. You got it? Excellent. All right. Now, the next thing that I said as I was reading the conversation to you was this. Sweet! Let's meet up at the park entrance 9 a.m. Saturday. Cool? Again, sweet! Let's meet up at the park entrance 9 a.m. Saturday. Cool? What does this cool actually mean? Again, we're reviewing these real life English conversations to improve your fluency and to help you sound more natural. Cool just means an informal way to agree or show approval. I use this all the time. Someone calls me, hey, Tiff, you want to hang out? Yeah, I'm cool. Cool, I'm down. Cool. An informal way to agree or show approval. Here's the first example sentence. Can we meet at 6 p.m.? Cool. The response? Cool. I agree. Of course. Sentence number 2. I'll bring the drinks. Cool. Thanks. Again, first statement and the response. And next, example 3. We're going to the concert tonight. Cool, have fun. Cool, I'm down too. Cool, have fun. Again, cool. And what about this? Again, part of the conversation. Good deal. It's a plan. See you there. Again, good deal. It's a plan. See you there. What does good deal mean? I use this one also all the time. It literally means an agreement or arrangement that is favorable. Yeah, yes, good deal. An agreement or arrangement that is favorable. Here's the first example. I'll do the dishes if you cook dinner. Oh, good deal. That's the response. Oh, good deal. I agree with you. Great plan. Number 2. You can have the last piece of cake. Woo, good deal. I love cake. And example 3. Let's split the cost of the gift. Oh, good deal. Yes, I like that idea. I agree. Let's split the cost of the gift. Good deal. You got it? Excellent. Okay, now one more time looking at this conversation. Now that we know the words and expressions, here we go. Again, looking at the conversation to understand now exactly what was going on as they were talking about meeting and making plans. Yo, what's the game plan for the weekend? I've been on the fence, maybe thinking about catching a movie or something. What about you? Was kind of hoping to take advantage of the weather and hit up a hiking trail if it's nice out. You down? Oh, for sure. I haven't hit the trails in forever. Count me in. Sweet. Let's meet up at the park entrance 9 a.m. Saturday. Cool? Perfect. I'll bring some snacks and water. Good deal. It's a plan. See you there. Now you understand that conversation, right? Making plans for the weekend. Now, let's move on to the second conversation. Before we move on to the second conversation, I want to remind you, everything you're learning today, all the expressions, the conversation portions, you can practice after this lesson by going to the English with Tiffani app. If you haven't already downloaded, it's a free download. Hit the link in the description and you can practice what you learn. Remember, it's important to review after you learn something. All right, so let's keep going now. Let's move on to the second conversation. Here's the second conversation. Ordering food at a restaurant. So, what looks good to you here? I'm leaning towards the spaghetti. You? I'm thinking the pizza might be the move. Ever tried it? Nah, haven't had the pleasure. Is it good? Oh, absolutely. It's legit. Highly recommend. All right, you sold me. Let's go with the pizza. Good looking out. No doubt. Let's eat. Now, this was a short conversation. They're at a restaurant. They're trying to figure out what to order. But you notice that there were so many new expressions, so many new words used in the context of speaking about what to order at a restaurant. So I want us to dive deeper because I want you to be able to use these expressions and sound like a native English speaker. So again, ordering food at a restaurant. The first one, I'm leaning towards the spaghetti. You? Again, I'm leaning towards the spaghetti. What does leaning towards mean? It just means inclining or considering a particular option. I like spaghetti and I like rice, but I'm kind of leaning towards, I'm kind of more inclined to this option. In English, we say leaning towards. So check out these example sentences. Here's the first one. I'm leaning towards buying the blue dress. Next. He's leaning towards taking the job offer. And finally, we're leaning towards vacationing in Europe next summer. You got it? Again, leaning towards. And what about this next one? Again, it came up during the conversation. I'm thinking the pizza might be the move. Ever tried it? Listen closely. I'm thinking the pizza might be the move. Ever tried it? Now, you know the words might be the move, right? But what does be the move together? These three words, what does this expression mean? Be the move just means to be the best choice or option. Again, to be the best choice or option. Again, you're learning real English. English that I use in conversations. English that native English speakers, Americans use in conversation. So be the move to be the best choice or option. Here's the first example sentence. Going to the beach might be the move this weekend. Going to the beach might be the best choice or option for this weekend. You got it? Yes, you're smart. Sentence number 2. Ordering takeout is definitely the move tonight. And finally, for a quick lunch, the sandwich shop is the move. Again, be the move, best choice or option. And what about this next one? This is something I say a lot. I'm known for this among my friends and my family. Oh, absolutely. It's legit. Highly recommend. One more time. Oh, absolutely. It's legit. Highly recommend. What does legit mean? Again, it's legit. It just means it's genuine, authentic, or very good. It's really the shortened form of legitimate, just in case you want to know. So again, it's legit, this is a slang term, means it's genuine, authentic, or very good. So check out these example sentences. Here's the first one. This new restaurant is legit. The food is amazing. Next, his advice on investing is legit and worth following. And finally, the concert last night was legit. We had a great time. You got it? Excellent. So again, it's legit. What about this one? This came up during the conversation as well. Here's the part of the conversation. All right, you sold me. Again, all right, you sold me. What does sold me mean? Sold me just means convinced me to do or believe something. Convinced me to do or believe something. All right, you sold me. They were talking about what to order. So let's check out these example sentences. Here we go. You sold me on the idea of joining the gym. Next, her presentation sold me on the new product. And finally, he sold me on trying the new restaurant. You got it? Excellent. So again, sold me. And what about this next one? All right, this part of the conversation. Let's go with the pizza. Again, let's go with the pizza. Remember, we're speaking about English phrases, expressions, and words that native English speakers use in real life conversations, real life English fluency. And now we have let's go with. This just means to choose or decide on something. Again, to choose or decide on something. So here are the example sentences. Let's go with the blue paint for the living room. Let's choose the blue paint for the living room. Next, we're not sure what to eat. Let's go with pizza. And finally, for the movie night, let's go with a comedy. You got it? Excellent. All right. Next, we had during the conversation this expression. Good looking out. Again, good looking out. What does this mean? It literally just means an expression of gratitude for someone's consideration or assistance. Right? Yesterday, true story, my friend was actually organizing the picnic at my church, right? And I had to teach some classes in the morning, so I was going to be running late. I wanted to help her. So I went to the church immediately after my classes, and I helped her for several hours. And she said, thank you so much. Good looking out. She could say, good looking out. Thank you so much for helping me, for your consideration, for your assistance. Good looking out. You got it? Excellent. All right, here's the first example sentence. Thanks for reminding me about the meeting. Whoo, good looking out. Next, good looking out, man. I forgot my keys at home. And finally, she brought an extra umbrella for me. good looking out. You got it? Great job. All right, next we have this one, another great one. Oh, no doubt, let's eat. Right after the person said good looking out, the next thing was, oh, no doubt, let's eat. What does no doubt mean? No doubt just means certainly or definitely. Again, certainly or definitely. Check out these example sentences. Here we go. No doubt, this is the best pizza in town. Next, he's no doubt the best candidate for the job. And finally, no doubt we'll have a great time at the concert. You got it? Excellent. All right, so now let's check out the conversation again. Now that you know the words and expressions, here we go. Again, the conversation between these individuals all about ordering food at a restaurant. Here we go. So, what looks good to you here? I'm leaning towards the spaghetti. You? I'm thinking the pizza might be the move. Ever tried it? Nah, haven't had the pleasure. Is it good? Oh, absolutely. It's legit. Highly recommend. All right, you sold me. Let's go with the pizza. Good looking out. No doubt. Let's eat. So now you understand everything that was said in that part of the conversation, right? Now it's time to go to the third conversation, another natural and real English conversation. So here we go. This conversation is about asking for directions, something that happens very often. Hey, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm trying to find the library. Oh, no problem at all. Just go straight down this way, then hang a left at the next block. Straight and then a left. Got it. Is it a bit of a walk? Not really. It's just around the corner, maybe 5 minutes tops. Awesome. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Don't mention it. Enjoy your time over there. Short conversation, but so many new expressions, so many new words and phrases that you need to understand to have this real life English conversation. Let's get started with the very first one to make sure you understand how to use it properly. Sorry to bother you. Hey, sorry to bother you, but I'm trying to find the library. Again, hey, sorry to bother you, but I'm trying to find the library. Sorry to bother you. This just means a polite way to apologize for interrupting someone. Maybe they were walking, maybe they were on their cell phone, maybe they were having a conversation with someone else, but you really needed to interrupt them. The polite way of saying this is sorry to bother you. A polite way to apologize for interrupting someone. Here's the first example sentence. Sorry to bother you, but do you have a minute to talk? Next. Sorry to bother you, but could you help me with this? And finally, sorry to bother you, but I need to ask a quick question. You got it? Excellent. All right. The next thing that came up during the conversation. Oh, no problem at all. Oh, no problem at all. No problem at all just is a polite response indicating that something was not an inconvenience. Hey, it's all good. You don't have to apologize. No problem at all. No inconvenience. No problem at all. Here's the first example sentence. Can you help me move this table? Oh, no problem at all. Next. Thanks for lending me your book. Hey, no problem at all. And finally, could you pass me the salt? Yeah, no problem at all. Very commonly used, and I want you to adapt and adopt these expressions, all right? Let's move on to the next one, again, that came up during the conversation as they were giving directions. Just go straight down this way, then hang a left at the next block. Again, just go straight down this way, then hang a left at the next block. Hang a left. Hang something. What does this mean? An informal way to say turn left. Hang a left. Take a left. Turn left. Hang a right. turn right. You can use both. Hang a left just is an informal way to say turn left. Here's the first example sentence. At the intersection, hang a left. You got it? Next, you'll see a big sign. Hang a left there. And finally, after the gas station, hang a left into the parking lot. You see how easy it is to use this expression? Hang a left. Now you won't be confused when someone uses this during a conversation. The next one is also a good one. Here we go. Straight and then a left. Got it. Is it a bit of a walk? Again, is it a bit of a walk? What does a bit of mean? This just means a small amount or slight degree. A small amount or slight degree. Here's an example sentence using this term. Can I have a bit of sugar in my tea? Not too much, just the right amount. Can I have a bit of sugar in my tea? Next, there's a bit of confusion about the schedule. And finally, he showed a bit of interest in the project. You got it? Excellent. Again, a bit of. Now this next one, you might have heard it before and you might not have. You may not have heard this in a real life conversation, but you may have seen it in a book. Here we go. Not really, it's just around the corner. Not really, it's just around the corner. What does around the corner mean? Very close or nearby. That's all it means. Very close or nearby. So check out these example sentences. The coffee shop is just around the corner. Next, her office is around the corner from the main entrance. And finally, the bookstore you're looking for is around the corner. You got it? Excellent. All right. And right after we said that, there was another expression. Not really, it's just around the corner, maybe 5 minutes tops. Again, maybe 5 minutes tops. The key to this expression, woo, that was a tongue twister. The key to this expression is tops. So 5 minutes tops just means no longer than 5 minutes. I could say 10 minutes tops, no longer than 10 minutes. 30 minutes tops, no longer than 30 minutes. In English, tops. You got it? Good. Check out these example sentences. I'll be ready in 5 minutes tops. It's kind of emphasizing, hey, no longer than this amount of time. Next, the walk to the store is 5 minutes tops. And finally, we'll arrive at the station in 5 minutes tops. You got it? Excellent. All right. And then wrapping up the conversation, this was said, hey, don't mention it. Enjoy your time over there. Again, don't mention it. Enjoy your time over there. What does don't mention it mean? When do we use it? It just means you're welcome. It was no problem. Again, it just means you're welcome. It was no problem. Don't mention it. So check out these example sentences. Thanks for the help. Don't mention it. Next example. I appreciate your advice. Hey, don't mention it. And finally, thanks for picking me up. Don't mention it. Now, what we're saying again is just you're welcome. There was no problem at all. Don't mention it. You got it? Excellent. All right. Now let's go back and check out the conversation again now that you know the words and expressions. Again, this conversation is about asking for directions, and there were so many new phrases and expressions. Once again, hey, sorry to bother you, but I'm trying to find the library. Oh, no problem at all. Just go straight down this way, then hang a left at the next block. Okay, straight and then a left. Got it. Is it a bit of a walk? Not really. It's just around the corner. Maybe 5 minutes tops. Awesome. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Don't mention it. Enjoy your time over there. You got it, right? Excellent. Now I want you to try to use these new expressions and words and phrases that you learned, and so that you will be able to speak English like a native English speaker. I'll talk to you next time. You still there? You know what time it is. It's story time. Hey, hey, hey. I said it's story time. All right. So I want to tell you about something that happened when I was in South Korea, when I first got to Korea. I could not speak any Korean when I first got to Korea. And if you're new here, I do speak Korean. I lived in Korea for 10 years. That's how I became an English teacher. So when I first got to Korea, I was, getting all the information about our classes. We were going through orientation, and they were introducing us to many new foods in Korea. So I was enjoying the food. The food was delicious. But they told us one thing. If you are a vegetarian, right, you need to learn this phrase, right? Now, I don't eat ham. I'm actually a vegetarian. I'm vegan, basically. They said, ham pego. Whatever you don't want, it's that thing and then pego, right? It means take out in Korean, right? So I said, okay, ham pego, right? So I remember going to restaurants, and as soon as I got in the restaurants, I would say, ham pego. Like, as soon as I got the menu and I told them what I wanted to order, I would say, ham pego. Like, please take it out. This is, again, the only phrase I knew, right? I didn't know the full sentence. I only could say ham pego, right? But I started using that expression over and over and over and over again, to the point it became second nature. I didn't even have to think about it when I went into a restaurant. I wanted to tell you this because as you're learning English, as you're studying, as you're reviewing things, you're going to learn many things, right? If you continue to reiterate things you've learned, emphasize things you've learned, practice, repeat, repetition will help you. So much so that it'll become second nature to you. We looked at real life English conversations today. Maybe there was an expression you liked or a phrase you liked. Take that phrase and repeat it over and over again. Take that phrase and use it when you're speaking with somebody else. Once it becomes like second nature, move on to the next phrase. Now, this story was very short, just a simple situation that happened to me using a Korean expression, but I want to make sure you understand the importance of repetition and using what you learn. I'll talk to you next time.